Hello, kitty. Get a meow? Good morning, sleeper. Oh, I seem to be invisible. There I am. Game? There's game. Whew. I am moving real slow today. Hang on, let me slam some caffeine. It is hard to live. But anyway, good morning, everybody. This is Final Fantasy XIV, and I am Old Man Sugarheart. We are going to do some stuff today. I think we're going to make it all the way to Garuda. See what she has to say about it. Fine, I fail to see what the justification for dragging me along on your journey, but if you insist, I will go as well. But 12 is my witness. If you leave me behind to be devoured by some horrid abomination, I shall come back to haunt you. When was the last time I played this? I feel like it's been a week. Oh my gosh, it has been a week. I think we might be doing like Final Fantasy Fridays for a while. Because there are a lot of fun games coming out. Ha! Take me to the Isle of Umbra, he bids. As if it's as simple as, oh, I see you've got a rite of passage. Alright then, climb aboard. So many good games out right now. Alright. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but hells with this. Here, take your pot and go on without me. You harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So this isn't as though you require my assistance. Speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. And if you'll please excuse me. You're realizing this is the first time you caught my stream at the beginning? It's probably because I'm half an hour late. It's been hard to drag myself out of bed lately. Beg your pardon, sir, but how did you come here? The access to the island is currently restricted. Got a pot. An old pot? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, wow. Kenshin, thank you for the raid. Oh, I see. I wish you wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. Kenshin, thank you so much for the raid. Hi, everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. You caught me right at the start here. We're playing Final Fantasy XIV. My name is Old Man Sugarheart. I am a fairly wholesome streamer. I try to be anyway. Let's see. We play a variety of games lately. We've been playing Final Fantasy XIV. Space Marine 2, and tonight I'm going to be playing some Chef RPG. You were storm chasing with Demos. Had everyone raid you tonight, so you figured you'd send them my way. I appreciate it. That is a lot of viewers. I like... Woo! This is going to boost my average to 1 million. Anyway... Thank you, Kenshin. If my one viewer I had is not familiar with Kenshin, he's another pretty cool guy to follow, especially if he can't sleep at night, because he tends to be up from like midnight to, well, to now. So, yeah. Drop Kenshin a follow if you can. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. Alright. Yeah, we're currently making Final Fantasy XIV the movie, or attempting to, where I'm trying to make 12-hour videos for a playlist, so you can have like a week's worth of videos that you could just put on to play in the background on YouTube. Right now we're about to talk to David, and eventually, I think today, we're going to be fighting Garuda. We're barely just getting started. The Writ Master Mimidoa gave you may grant you access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. When that giant mass of crystal struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery that within that once powered the beacon. Aye, contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharaoh Sirius were not the product of mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. You're definitely getting Chef RPG, so happy it dropped. Me too. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll complete. What's worse, all the work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors are incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shore is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, old. Help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. You're gonna go get some food, have a good stream. Thank you, and thank you again for the raid, Kenshin. Always a pleasure. Yeah, I'm super excited for Chef RPG. Though honestly, I really want to just keep playing Space Marine 2. It's real tempting. I think that might be my game of the year. It's got the potential. It depends how it goes after this. I've only played 6 hours. God, it's that voice. That single fleeting verse. I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. Took every ounce of my strength to resist. You saw them too, right? Dead people. Just shambling about. Without a care in the world. Except they do seem to care, that is, and start shuffling towards the water. It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wrecks in their cargo. But those dear queer dead things in that voice, actually, the voice was quite nice. That was a weird accent. I think I nailed it, though. This talk about an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if... But that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? Oh. But if they have returned, that would mean... Oh, I beg your pardon. I was just, thinking about something. Which reminds me, I've received word from Master Midoa. Mimidoa would be arriving any moment. Apparently, he grew tired of waiting for the lanky young man with the 1,000-yalm stare to return, which I'm assuming is you. Lanky young lad named Old Sugarheart. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. It's always fun when, like, a game with character creation assumes you're young. It happens a lot more than you think. Like, no game designer expects you to deliberately make an old guy. What's keeping you, initiate? I ain't getting younger, you know. Some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to folk what wander near the ship graveyard, and has stirred up the dead and all. Bloody hells. Takes me back to my days as a cannon boy, sailing under old Mistbeard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned last time. Bah, they bloody would, though, wouldn't they? Brazen old biddies. Some folk has said as first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in my bones this day would come. And come it has. I'd bet me bum ear at a siren's behind all this. Hey, not one of the sanguine variety, initiate. I speak of the other kind. Them what's got feathers and lure sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just the start. See, even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy, except maybe in a drink. And I'd regret it after. Any road. 'Tis up to us to stop the hell's-born hussy afore she takes another soul. Of course, we can't send you out marching off to war without these. The sirens don't have no power over a man what can't hear her song. 'Tis lucky for you I carry a spare pair, and lucky for both of us, I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so it's best we head over to her. To the ship graveyard, initiate. Okay. Whew. Is this some kind of scorpion praying mantis? Those are pretty terrifying. It's the dead what walks the earth. Oh, never mind. It's just their moans. If she passes near the shore, she's sure to spy the fat campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now. Well, it's been a week. Let's see if I remember how to play. I'm beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. Is she playing a pipe organ? Quiet! Did you hear that? 'Tis her! Look! Out over the water! She's come, initiate! She's come! Hey, good vibes. How are you doing today? Would you look at those wings? Quick, lad, shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight. As soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditty, she'll call on her thralls, and we'll be up to our necks in corpses before you know it. Okay. How are you doing, gentle vibes? Hither embrace, mine everything and all. True love spurn, his cruelty's reward. Alright. That was easy enough. Spare mournful mistress, distress. Why? Nunny. Melody, last breath of dead. The rhythm, dost not thou not relent? Regret, forever alone. Jeez. These song lyrics are terrible. They sound like my high school ex-girlfriend's poetry. My love, a river, one look, soul shiver. Hello, Captain. Doing good, how am I doing? Hi, Sugar. Happy streaming, you're gonna have a lurk. Enjoy your lurk. No dark eclipse. The heart. Well, we did it. Eh? Am I alright? I'm better than that, initiate. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse. I am. Of course, I'd be as happy as a sailor with 2 Watsits if we'd gutted the songstress. But you can't have everything, can you? She'll not come crooning around here again. Not for a while, any road. And if she does, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help. Bugger me. I clean forgot your name. Remember me, old? I don't recall having no initiate by that name. But if you're not me, old mate, what's his name? Why you been so bloody helpful? Ah, never mind. Be seeing you, lad. Okay. Oh my god, wasn't expecting that dialogue. You know, Final Fantasy XIV does, like, throw you for a loop from time to time. There's some real dark moments, and every now and then... What was... There was something. I've said some weird stuff ever since I started playing this game. I mean, Thal's Balls is always a favorite of mine. Because I think Thal might be like Final Fantasy's Satan. You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. I had heard Master Mimidoa was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I got something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted. Safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please, take my compliments. Okay. I'm supposed to speak to a lady. Did she just go back home? We're headed back to Aleport. You in? I'm in. Whew. Hey, I got the thing. Oh, it's you. Welcome back, old. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say. And, more importantly, you're alive. You are alive, right? Haha, the conquering hero returns, bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yeah, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, old. Seldom have I ever encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such volatile overabundance of fire-aspected ether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice-aspected ether to counteract the effects of raging wind? Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. But... Don't fret now. I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal composed of ice-aspected ether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. What's that expression? I thought you'd be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. What's even better is that this time you need to use that wardent pod of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energy. Haydn's findings suggest this one is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, don't let me keep you. It's been a pleasure, old. Come back and see me sometime, alright? Maybe. Alright. To the Gridania. Whew. But let's see, it was asked how I was doing, and I am doing pretty good. I'm having a good time. Like, my biggest problem right now is there's like 7 games I want to play at the same time. Like, I want to finish up Space Marine. I want to play Chef RPG. Also want to play REKA and Satisfactory 1.0. Honestly, DQ Monster sounds pretty good. Nightingale has released another update. Or has released their big update. So they might have actually fixed that game so it's worth playing. So many games, so little time, huh? Yeah. Like, usually I've got enough time to like play a game through to completion. And I think this month I'm going to try just playing a bunch of games at the same time, and whichever ones are the most fun, those are the ones we're going to end up playing all the way through. Like, I might actually have to abandon Visions of Mana, even though I'm having a good time with it. I'm just having a better time with other games. Sounds like a good way to approach it, right? It's an expensive way to approach it, though. I can't really afford it. Don't tell my wife. I'll just cook a bunch of dinners. If we go like 2 months without ordering a pizza, maybe I'll make that video game money back. And she'll be like, man, you've really been on top of things lately. And I'll be like, yeah. I'm just trying to support this family. Just wanted to be really helpful. Do all the dishes too. She won't suspect a thing. Till she looks at the budget and goes, did you spend $200 on video games in September? And I'll be like, yeah. That's how I figured out what I want to give my time to. The thing is, when you are in between, you still have those games. Yep. Oh, but I am actually kind of shocked at the amount of good games coming out this year. Like, there have been industry layoffs, like, all over for, like, 3 or 4 years, and I think it was supposed to suck this year. And the fact that there's so many good ones coming out is just kind of baffling to me. Greetings and salutations, Mr. Sugarheart, I presume? Sienna informed me of your adventures in Aleport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, though. As Professor Lambertaint is fond of saying, no action in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. The matter at hand, a corrupted crystal possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the Twelves Wood, precisely where it is at any moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You're familiar with Spriggans, yeah? The furry little rascals that want to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the Twelveswood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can be digested, and I am reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... You couldn't care less about all this, could you? To the point then, Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there's particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort he will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart. I shall save the story of its origins and of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of the Spriggan's lair, and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method of which you will retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. I have a giant axe. Whew. Excuse me. But yeah, that's actually one of the reasons we started playing Final Fantasy XIV. It's a super long game. And I was just thinking, there's no good games coming out. We'll be able to like play the heck out of this. Maybe even like drop a full 360 hours and make it all the way through Dawn Trail before like good games come out for Christmas. But that's not happening. Alright, where am I actually going though? Not far at all. Well, shoot. There we go. Whew. But I still need to get all the way through this, so I think I'm going to keep, at least through Realm Reborn, I'm going to keep playing Final Fantasy XIV. And I think I'm going to be playing it every Friday for a bit, while I sort through the other million games I need to play. So Final Fantasy Fridays is going to be a theme for a while, I think. It'll take us a while to get through everything at that rate, but we're doing it. Oof. The chonk is perfection. Yeah, is this your first time seeing the chonkabo? He's adorbs. Look at him. Final Fantasy XIV has a really strict modding policy. Like, if they catch you doing it, you're straight up banned. But I almost took a risk so that I could change his mount theme to some like real gangster rap. It was gonna be great. I forgot how to dismount. There we go. Let me up. Oop. He's got a rock. He dead. I'm getting a little clumsy at this. It seems like going a week without playing something really puts me out of practice. Whoop. How do I... I've gone the wrong way. But yeah, riding this guy really makes me want to blast Notorious B.I.G. for some reason. Can't possibly think of the reason. I mean, sometimes his moves just hypnotize me, you know? Am I allowed in this door? White Wolf Gate remains closed until further notice. If you wish to enter East Gridania, you have to enter through the Badger Gate. Now, I think one of the blue quests inside opens up this gate, but I don't care that much. Like, how many times am I actually going to need to exit through that way? Whee! The mount is so cute, right? Now, I can't remember when I got him or why. But I got Final Fantasy XIV when it first came out. Like, I pre-ordered the collector's edition like 14 years ago. And just like after all that time, I've got like a million like we're sorry the servers went down or promotional mail. And the Fat Chocobo is probably the best one out of all of those. In case you haven't noticed the theme, I'm old. I played the realm way before it was reborn. And you know what? I actually kind of enjoyed the very first one. Like, the very first release. Like, yeah, it wasn't great. There's a lot of things I miss about it. Like, all the harvesting jobs used to have, like, fun little mini games that you'd play when you harvested. Like, yeah, it was tedious and it took a long time. I'm sure the gold farmers were furious. But it was fun. I like the little mini game in my my material gathering. Then again, the game couldn't have been that good. I'm probably looking at it through like nostalgia goggles. I'm sure I would have gotten sick of it very quickly. You have been playing a long time. There was a point where Like, the account setup was so weird. You'd, like, buy a Square account, and then you'd pay for, like, your character slots. And I accidentally thought that, like, deleting your character slots would be enough to, like, stop the payments. And I accidentally left, like, the main account payment on for, like, years before I noticed it in my bank account. Final Fantasy XIV has gotten a couple $100 out of me at this point. Ah, pray do not speak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, what's that? What's that god's awful smell? It's a crystal. Yeah, probably like $500 I've given to Final Fantasy XIV, and I haven't done any microtransactions. My word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. Ugh, I also see you weren't adverse to digging through the Spriggan's entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know? This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the warded pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth-aspected aether. Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected aether. Worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. He got me. I believed him. I was like, oh no. Beg your pardon, old. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was the matter for you. There was a message for you from Professor Lambertaint. Something about a man named Marquez. Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask you why you need that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? Would reflect poorly on me and my research. It was used for evil ends. Well, perhaps it's for the best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my heart with unnecessary information. His head, not his heart. Whoops. Excuse me. To Sid. He is over here somewhere. That's a cool sweater. It's a Fall Guys sweater. Where did you get that? That is cool. I'm jealous. Everyone else is just wearing skimpy stuff. Not me, though. I'm dressed for the winter. Oh, come on. Stupid invisible walls. I have to take the stairs. Greetings, sir. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? Yeah. All repairs and modifications have been completed, old. Once you bring me the crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Here you go. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks like exactly what we need. Worry not, old. I'll see that your hard work does not go to waste. Yeah. Yeah. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will be something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. That's how I feel about playing video games. And then I see the look of shame wash over my parents' face as I say that out loud. What you got for me? According to my tests, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure if this will work. I think it's only fair to tell you there's a small, but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... Maybe it's better that we remain positive. Old, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I'm not the man I once was. I do not know if I ever shall be. But I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand. We're gonna die.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs.
He's putting the moves on you.
To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Whew.
Damn it! I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles?
Oh, if you had goggle tan lines, that would be ideal.
Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald.
Hop on up, kitty.
It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same?
I forgot young Sid was a thing.
Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not.
Why didn't you teach me
Though
about
he
stranger
proved
danger?
no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks.
I'm so shiny.
Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it?
That's right. I space door-dashed your goggles.
It's surprising how few people know this, but all pureblood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you. Or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
So I'm a little afraid of heights, and even fictional heights like this are making my palms sweaty.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything.
Like, they couldn't build the walls like a little bit higher?
My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Like some light turbulence and we all just die. Oh god, light turbulence. pretty. Hello. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, old, for the end is nigh, but be it hers or our own. Alright. You're gonna have to get back to work. Have an amazing remainder of stream and a great weekend. You too. I'm excited. My team at work is giving a demo on Monday, so my job for today is to not touch anything so that nothing breaks. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. Well, preserve, she's huge. As I live and breathe. Over there. Look. Hmm? Malja and Kobold prisoners. But why would the Ixal bring them here? Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we are come to put an end to your reign of terror. Hear you this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You, who are bound to crawl upon the earth, should revere me, for I am the wind. Do we not take to the skies and slip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? It will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Squawk! Slay the unfeathered ones we shall. As an offering to Garuda, they will serve. Leave the Ixal to us, old. We'll keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, old. Remember, you fight for the Scions for Eorzea. Okay. This worm would die by mine own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. Scraw! Woo! I feel like there's supposed to be one mechanic I know. And so I gotta keep a close eye on my teammates. They'll know when to hide. What are we doing, guys? We're just hanging out? Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, did that hit me? That's not fair. Soon you will see the depths of your folly. Yes, we hide behind this? No? One more. Come on. There we go. No. 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 She dead. What? Out in the hills? This is my realm. You have no help here. None. None! Do you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? A little bit. My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. Of course, worship. So long as the Ix'll keep praying, she will never fall. And let's stop them. No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, Landwalker. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert vermin next, their walls of stone will not shield them from my tempest. And then will I take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine. All mine. You, Landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins, not with your death, but with your life. You will serve me, Landwalker, to your last breath. No, I'm good. No, no! I claimed you! You should be mine! Hey, I got all the badges. Now I can challenge the Elite Four. What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. Ba-doo.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
We've done it!
Ah!
Garuda,
Impossible it is!
kill you all!
Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda, of all primals the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well, for one who has forsaken kin and country. I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
That is actually pretty cool. I wish I had one of those.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty Ifrit, grant us succor in our hour of need!
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
Ivan.
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to. No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy! We must run!
Surrender yourselves unto me! I would feast upon your ether! None shall stand against the wind!
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire! It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
No! No! No!
Oh. I didn't expect him to, like, bite her head off.
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
"12, have mercy! What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?"
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and supreme commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the 7 hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend, for we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
Okay. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something's been troubling me, old. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have swore I saw... but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the manor of the Primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god so long as that weapon exists. Truly, a more effective deterrent than I could imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. Yep. More mithril armor. I've almost got the full set. It is past time we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Okay. Race you there. Bloop. Oop, oop. Tell me, old, does aught here strike you as odd? I see signs of a recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let's proceed into the Solar. Okay. Wait! Who goes there? Now, Ida, is that any way to greet a friend? Alphanode! Old! Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when... I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. Y'shtola hadn't been here to help me. Y'shtola is here too? Yes, she's not here right now. She's gone to Ul'dah to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalymo and Minfilia weren't among the dead. According to the church, Y'shtola thinks they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. But why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be used, that can be brought bare against the primals. One that Gaius is yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Hi, kitty. Powerful though his elegant weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia, excuse me, to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter. The Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh yeah, of course. Whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. That's how I am during meetings, too. I'm like, yeah, what? Huh? Yeah, I can do the thing you said. For now, I say we rest.
Hear, feel, think. Bringer of light, brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Y'shtola! Old, I see you and Alphino are safe, and Sid? That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louis Swa guides us still. He would not see us undone so easily. Not now, when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum's Sentry. Alright then. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Old. Even under normal circumstances, reaching the defense of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they will have taken measures to ensure the stronghold's security. We are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy. And if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Corthus. Let's go to him and beseech his aid. Okay. Do I have to leave? Or can I just... bloop? Hey. I wish you could do something to like make the daytime a more like longer, or at least make the night shorter. Because a lot of cutscenes get affected by like the weather. I know there's a handful of people out there who are just like, well, I guess I'll sit around for an hour because I don't want to see this cutscene at night. I'm kind of the same way. I'm recording this. I don't want people to see it at like the worst time of day. Oh, hey, it's clear and sunny. This is the first time I'm noticing that weird spire. Anyway, what am I doing? Portelaine is not up here. He is in here? In here. Hey, it's you again. Sorry, hang on. There we go. Ah, Old, the man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. What do I own the pleasure of your company? You're an associate of Y'shtola? But of course, Lord Drillamont confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Castrum Sentry? What interest do you have in all the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. I might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led to the castrum. A Huron woman, an Elizan man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male, 1 female. It's them! It has to be. Minfilia, Urianger, Papalimo, and Tataru. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Corthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for a rescue. Hence our assumption that they were prisoners. I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. I must find them, old, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given a choice, I'd fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require a substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some delay. For the matter, the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you'd best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scion prisoners in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portalaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. I don't know, maybe we should say it out loud 4 more times before we try. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Alan. Sorry. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. It's the Power Rangers. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, in which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Ritatin. You depart for the Castramocidins at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Vilbrin. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see to it that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, then I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Prefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters, 1 hour. Dang. He's got that Imperial riz. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I had a great time today, but unfortunately I gotta call it quits. I gotta get my kids to school. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. If you want, I'm going to be playing Chef RPG later today, and so I would love to see you. But that's up to you. Have a great Friday, everybody, and have a great weekend. Stay tuned, and I will find somebody to raid. who is up and doing things? What else beyond? Let's see. You raid somebody playing Pokemon. So just traveling, Tavern Manager Simulator. Music. Honestly, since I think half of you are asleep, we could do Spirit City lo-fi sessions. Hey, I think Miruku was here earlier. You guys want to do a spooky horror game? I'm gonna make the call. I think a lot of Australian viewers here have actually fallen asleep. So we're gonna raid Sleepy Lo-Fi Sessions.